how we have handled just within our family, who's here, why they're here, what our rules are, and that.
So, and we've had a lot of really in-depth conversations, including the entire family.
All right, hey guys, welcome back to Our Family Nest. So we are gonna do a quarantine COVID-19 Q&A video. I already have plenty of questions that we need to answer based off of our videos the past several weeks. And I did post on Instagram if you guys had any questions. However, they're all the same questions over and over and over. Questions that we get a lot that refer or would like involve you would be like, are you still working?
Yes, I'm working probably more now than I have been in a long time.
Yeah.
I'm busy pretty much all day long into the evenings because I got a couple different things that I'm working on. So along with my recruiting business, I have some other things that I'm doing, and it just runs and runs and runs. My days all run together, and it actually, when I have a day off, I'm actually doing things that I should trying to get caught up around the house.
Yeah, I actually feel like 70 to 80% of our day is the same as it's always been.
Yeah, I don't think much has changed other than the fact that the kids are here.
Mm-hmm. Sort of feels like summer.
It does without the warm weather and the sun.
Yeah, yeah.
Like today, I mean, it's been sunny, it snowed, it's been sunny, it snowed, and now it's sunny again. So it's cold outside. It's not really, well, I guess that's spring, right?
Yeah.
So
we get questions a lot. Has the virus affected anybody that we know personally? And I know we know like someone in our town that had a very small case of it. I think she was in the hospital, for a couple hours.
Right. Yeah.
So luckily it didn't affect her poorly, but other than that, no one
one directly, but I mean, working in the healthcare industry, I mean, I've heard stories, right? Yeah. Stories, that's about it.
And then like in terms of seeing your parents and seeing my mom, I haven't seen my mom since lockdown.
I saw your mom actually last week because she needed help with her lawnmower, so I went over and fixed her lawnmower.
Oh yeah, that's right. But you guys weren't like, it's not like you sat down and had a meal together. You were outside.
And I have not seen my mother in at least 2 weeks, more than 2 weeks. And then I saw my dad for a few minutes. I had to drop off a piece of equipment that I borrowed from his, but.
And you took it to his shop, right? He's still working.
Yeah,
that's another whole story.
Yeah, he shouldn't be.
Try telling how old's your dad?
77-year-old who lives and breathes to work to not go to work.
He has like an auto mechanic type company. So my mom's not working. She hasn't worked since, when was lockdown? Because March 13th is when the kids stopped going to school, but then it took about 2 weeks after that. Was it?
I mean, today's the 15th.
Was it the 25th?
And it's been probably close to 3 weeks right now.
I think it was March 23rd, somewhere in there.
But we weren't locked down at that
point. Yeah, the end of March, like 2 weeks later. So we've been on lockdown for 1, 2, 3. This is our 4th week of lockdown. So does it feel like 4 weeks?
I don't know. The thing is days, the only difference I think, I mean, because we're doing what we usually do, it's just the days are all running together. Whereas before there were like, the kids would be in school, so we would work, and then you'd have the weekend, and it's like now every day's a weekend.
The same. Like summer, just like I said.
Yeah, but like I said, without the perks and benefits of being summer.
Yeah, and when it comes to like going to stores and groceries and things like that, like the last time we got groceries, we got delivery. It's been probably 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. So we're starting to run low on like, I don't know. Nope. Not a lot.
We have plenty here to keep us going.
Yeah, not like, we're not running low on food, but we're almost out of paper towels. That's going to be a big deal. We use a lot of paper towels.
We didn't stock up on paper towels.
So, and you can't get paper towels off Amazon, and you can't get them delivered, and you can't get them through ClickList either.
And I wish I would have known, because Costco had paper towels one, and I didn't know we were out.
Yeah. So we need to figure out how to get some paper towels. And my grandmother, she's in a nursing home, assisted living, and I haven't seen her since towards the beginning of March, and she's out of all her stuff. her city.
Are you allowed to drop stuff off?
I can take stuff just to the door. So I am gonna probably have to make a shopping trip one day before the end of the week and get her some stuff and get paper towels and stuff.
You need garlic salt too.
Other than that, ooh. One of the biggest questions that we get in our videos every single day, and unfortunately it kind of becomes like a bash OFN session for a lot of people, because people that watch our videos don't watch every single video. Maybe they watch once a week, once a month, every other day, whatever. And like, say like our Easter video, for example, here they're watching us do our egg hunt, and Carly's got a friend over, Asha's here, Corey's here, and everybody's flipping out like, oh my gosh, this is not a time to have friends over. So that's one of the main things I kind of wanted to address in today's video, is how we have handled just within our family who's here, why they're here, what our rules are, and that.
So, and we've had a lot of really in-depth conversations, including the entire family, into those discussions. But I mean, along with this quarantine comes mental health. And the fact is we felt that it was important for our children to quarantine potentially with someone else, you know, that they could hang out with, because mental health's huge, especially, I mean, I go stir crazy in this house, let alone. So we've taken precautions with, Carly's friend coming over here. We've communicated with her parents. She's basically living here for the foreseen future.
When school first let out, before they made the rules that you can't go anywhere and be with anyone, it was just school's out, we need to lessen the amount of people we're interacting with. Carly had seen Melanie a few occasions, and then it was like, okay, we're on official lockdown. So then everybody kind of went into quarantine. She wasn't here for a while. I think we waited like 10 days, and then she kind of like officially moved in. And her mom wasn't sure if she was going to let her stay here for a month, or, I mean, nobody knows that this is going to get extended to May yet either. So she may be here the whole month, but once she goes home, she knows she's not coming back. That's kind of like the situation with that. Asha, you guys know, well, Asha and Corey both pretty much same situation. They have been here since the very beginning. A lot of people mentioned, like with Corey being a nurse, like why would we put our whole family at risk? And honestly, that's just going to be a difference of opinion. Well,
here's the thing is that's different about Corey. Yes, she's going into the hospital, but she's tested every day that she goes into work. They check her temperature because she's in ICU,
pediatric ICU.
So she's in a very crucial position that she's tested every single day when she goes into work. So,
and not to mention, no parents are allowed.
No parents allowed, exactly.
Which is really sad, but. And then if she's she's either in Pete's ICU or the NICU, and there's no parents, so it's a lot of like her holding and feeding the babies and stuff like that, because that the nurses are the only thing these kids have.
So she's definitely in a very quarantine situation at her job.
Yeah,
so.
Anybody that has like even remotely could possibly be corona symptoms goes to a completely different hospital. But even so, yes, I 100%, because she could come in contact with a physician. Who knows where he's been. Do we realize we're putting all of us at risk?
But they also have they also have PED and all that stuff with them too, you know.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, we're not naive to the fact that yes, there is a risk there. However, we together as a group made that decision. The biggest factor is that she was living with her elderly grandmother. So it was kind of like we took on that responsibility of, having her here instead of with her grandmother every day. And then situation with Asha, other than what you got on the phone, talked to her mom. We just explained kind of what our rules were here.
Yeah, and her mother has to be locked down too, because she has underlying conditions that are unique. So it was kind of an AB situation, which we're
just
comfortable
health
with.
issues where you're at higher risk of getting sick. With Elena, kind of like the same thing. The only difference was with Elena is she's not allowed to stay the night here. So like if she was here all day, she would go home and stay at her own home with her dad, who was quarantined at home. So it was like, we were fine with that. And then over like the Easter holiday weekends, she's seen like some other people outside of her dad. So now she's in like quarantine for the next 2 weeks before she can come back here. So it's like, I don't know, we just have our own household rules, and I know people are gonna have opinions. Even you saying like the whole mental health thing, that was a big part of our family discussion on why we allowed the kids to each have like a girlfriend or a friend here. But I know there's a lot of you guys probably watching this that don't have that privilege, or maybe your parents didn't give you that option. And you know, I feel bad. I feel bad for everybody. I mean, look at my mom. My mom's alone.
Yep.
You know, I mean,
you got people that are all over the spectrum and what they believe in and how they believe in it, and everyone's going to have their own opinions. But you know, just like you know, the whole thing in Michigan today, everybody went up to Lansing to protest because there's super stringent rules here in Michigan that other states don't have. So I mean, everybody's gonna have their breaking points, I guess, of what they feel safe, and call it right, wrong, or indifferent. I mean, we are Americans, and we will make our own choices and decisions for your own family.
And if you guys recall back on March 13th, the day the kids' school got closed, and I went and got my nails done, I specifically said in that video, do not use what we're sharing in our videos as an example of what everybody else should do. That we're gonna make our own choices, make our own decisions for our family, and
well, even moving forward from this point. So supposedly, I'm sure many of you have heard of the curve, and it's flattening out, and things are getting better. So what's going to happen is things are going to open. Things are going to kind of start going back to normal. Not as fast for everybody. Some people are going to have different rules still. Other states are going to have different rules. Some are going to be more progressive. Some are going to be more lenient. And you just kind of have to accept
to do what's best for you,
and summer's,
your family.
Summer's going to, it doesn't mean the virus is going to go away or anything like that, but you're going to do what you feel is best and take, I mean, just like getting in a car every day and driving, you're taking a risk that you could get in an accident. It's the same thing with this virus.
Well, it's like somebody might say, oh, I can't believe, you know, you're letting girlfriends stay there, but yet you have some people that are getting in their car and driving and getting carry out food or fast food every single day. To me, that's way higher risk.
Touching a gas pump. I mean, that's the thing is that's metal. It holds up for 72 hours on metal. I mean, just there's all kinds of variables involved, and there's so many unknowns and so many, I mean, I research this stuff every single day. I'm reading new information and trying to sort through the propaganda and what's real and what's not real. And the virus is absolutely real, and it was, everyone has opinions where it came from, how it came, and all that. I don't want to get into that, but we just have to deal with this one day at a time, and hopefully, things flatten out and our bodies can learn how to handle the situation, I guess. It's
actually, I don't know, I don't even have to watch TV because I'll just talk to my mom and she'll kind of fill me in on stuff she's seen. And she's saying that, like, this is going to continue to be a problem for the next couple of years, at least. Like, kind of like the flu virus. It doesn't just go away. And our bodies are not going to become immune to corona
until you've actually gotten it.
So,
and you've created antibodies to defeat it. Like I said, I've done a lot of research, and it's so much like SARS, and it has different proteins on it, and the way it attaches to your body, and the way it's transmitted, and whether or not it came from bats or where, all that good stuff. There's so much research. It makes you feel so small. I've watched some pretty detailed videos that are really make you go, wow, I'm just this small little peon in the world, kind of thing. You just do what you can do, and you pray and you hope for the best, and you make good decisions. That's about it. So
I think last thing we'll just end with is a lot of people ask for advice, kind of how to just keep busy during quarantine. And first of all, you could go on YouTube and just search how to keep busy during quarantine, and I've seen so many videos of like 50 things to do while you're in quarantine.
That's the interesting thing about, I don't know, I assume your life is, I'm never ever bored. I can't get bored. I have like such a huge list of to-do things, and the thing is I can't even get to those because I'm so busy all the time. Like I said, I'm working almost like 9 to sometimes midnight every night. Just I got things going on, and even I had a day off. What is today, Wednesday? I had a day off Monday, and I was so busy Monday that I still went into working on Tuesday trying to get my chores caught up. I mean, I got lights to hang in the barn. I got all these outdoor activities that are going to be coming up here soon. The barn's clean. The basement's getting organized. It's just,
Pool will be open soon.
Yeah, I just can't.
But I mean, actually, I think the biggest thing is if you are in like quarantine by yourself, I think that's the thing. People watch like our videos and we're so lucky because we do have each other and our kids, and then we have extra added people in our house right now. There's never a dull moment for us, and we're very grateful for that. But if you are alone, like schedule, like people are using Zoom, and you just have like Zoom.
Busy.
Yep.
Speaking of, I gotta go now.
All right, guys, so Ken had to go work, so I'm just gonna finish up this video by myself. So hopefully that answers some of your guys' questions and further explains kind of what we have going on in our house here while we're in quarantine. And then I know the main question that everybody keeps asking over and over and over is everybody wants to know where Asha's been sleeping. So I'm finally gonna answer that question.